look at this room. It does not represent the diversity of this country. And until we learn that it's not a question of, equal rights even. It's not a question of tokenism. It's a question of understanding that our cities are multicultural. Our cities have people from all over the world. And unless those people are involved in deciding what kind of housing they need, for example, what kind of services they need, they're not going to be properly served. And we're not going to have the answers that we need. And that we, those of us who are in the leadership of most of these movements, are middle-class white people, that what we understand to be important is not the only thing that's important. And that we don't have a right to impose anywhere that the government, just as you're pissed off that the federal government refuses to accept that housing is a federal responsibility. From where they sit, it makes perfect sense. And the same thing with you. As good as your heart is, as much as you want to do good for other people, you don't live the reality they live. And without listening to them, without including their voices, without supporting them to be in leadership positions, whatever that takes, and it sometimes takes a lot, you cannot make the right decisions. And we cannot have a real democracy and fight for a real democracy. Which is what I started off saying, that the fundamental issue is making democracy real by having people truly participate. We provided social housing and good quality of life for a certain period of time for poor people that was integrated with the rest, that universality model which we applied to Medicare, applied to education, and applied to housing. You did that. Our generation did that, but now it's time for something new. Now it's time to break new ground, raise some holy hell, and do things differently, and I think that will change the world again. We have to. We have no choice. Thank you.